You better watch out, cause we're not holding back. Don't look now, or you'll be falling down to gold. While we're rising up to diamond. Oh, here comes wing attack, here comes wing attack. We're not holding back, we're not holding back. Here comes wing attack, here comes wing attack.
Hey everyone, welcome to our second cycle, second bout against AquaTail HungerForce. Let's jump into the battles. First battle of the week, Rhyblet against GastonAgustin. Kanto Ninetails into Cresselia. As long as it's not running Future Sight, Ninetails has a pretty solid matchup here. So I'm going to go ahead and stay in and throw some weather balls here. Gonna go ahead and no shield these moon blasts. Gonna save a weather ball, making a read that they perhaps have the Alola Ninetails in the back, and so gonna go ahead and save that energy for it. Sure enough, out comes the Ninetails. Gonna go ahead and throw a Surf here. And gets to a wild charge here. I believe this is probably CMP. And it is. Just going to go ahead and let the Mew go. Bringing in the Ninetails. Going to go ahead and throw the Weather Ball. Not quite enough to KO, but able to Fire Spin down. Out comes Mandibuzz, and they're both running Snarl. Trying to catch a move on the Cresselia, and with the shielded advantage, Rhyblet's going to be able to take care of this no problem. And yeah, the opponent doesn't want to sit in a Mandy Mirror like that and concedes. Rhyblet gets us 2 points. Next match, Shelmick in Master League. Zacian into Mewtwo. Going to go ahead and save swap Gyarados. They're staying in and going to throw a Side Strike. I'm going to go ahead and no shield that. Looks like a little bit of a delay there, but out comes a Mamoswine. Going to go ahead and throw Aquatail, which goes unshielded. Looks like they're going for an aggressive farm down here, and they're going to be able to allow us to get to another Aquatail here. They do complete the farm down and have plenty of energy loaded, but at a shield disadvantage, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in Zacian here to soak up this energy. Eats one Avalanche. Going to go ahead and shield the second and snarl this thing down. And able to snarl down. Out comes the Mewtwo again. Going to go ahead and throw the Play Rough. Get the last shield. I'm going to go ahead and let the Zacian go and bring in the Garchomp. Maybe making a read that it's potentially Excadrill in the back, so going to go ahead and shield and throw the Sandtomb. And able to Dragon Tail down, and it's actually a Giratina. Gets to the Outrage when they get to the Shadow Ball here. Survives the Shadow Ball, able to get to the Outrage. And Shelmick gets us 3 points in Master League, making the score 5-1. Motiks against OGPlayerOne. Mew into Vigoroth. Going to go ahead and stay in, resisting these counters. And getting a Volt Switch through. Going to let the Body Slam go through. And they come in with a Cresselia, catching this Surf. Staying in a little too long. Going to have to shield this. It is just a Grass Knot. Banks 2 Surfs and brings in the Ninetails. Gonna go ahead and no shield these Moonblasts. I'm gonna try to Fire Spin down. Gonna go ahead and no shield here. And in attempts to not get Fire Spin down, they bring in the Vigoroth, and Ninetails loses CMP to it. And gonna bring back the Mew and throw the energy that I had saved up. And Hot Swaps into the Vigoroth to counter it down. Out comes the Charmed Ninetales. Now it makes sense that they were trying to bait out the Canine with the Cresselia swap so the Charmed Tails can run free. They bring in the Cresselia, gonna go ahead and body slam this. Trying to get this last shield. He is pretty close to a move on the Mew, so I think the move here was to charm down, and the Mew barely hangs on, and Motiks able to get us those 3 points and make the score 8-1. Hopping over to Ultra League here. My Abomasnow into Abomasnow. I'm safe swapping the Deoxys. Out comes the Shadow Gramble, which is good. Was hoping that there would be to bait out a Giratina if there was one, but no Giratina. I'm gonna go ahead and play this out with a shield advantage. Gonna go ahead and let the Deoxys through. And now gonna go ahead and bring in the Talonflame to incinerate down and put pressure on whatever is in the back. Gonna go ahead and shield that Crunch. And now I'm wondering if it's the Toxicroak that's in the back too, as they're really thinking about what to bring in. And yeah, if you're bringing in an Abomasnow into Talonflame, you gotta be weak to the Talonflame in the back. They do shield and throw the Weather Ball, so I'm making the read that it is Toxicroak at this point. Gonna go ahead and shield. And out comes the Toxicroak. Gonna go ahead and throw the Brave Bird. And clear the debuff and bring in my own Abomasnow here. And this is pretty much GG. And able to put our Snow down, getting us 2 points in Ultra League, making the score 10-2. WinstontheChamp here, leading Alolan Ninetales, running Charm into a Toxicroak. Gonna go ahead and shield just in case it is a Sludge. It is Mud Bomb. Decides to throw here, that's okay. Out comes Alolan Muck running Snarl, making this a much better play for the Ninetales, but gonna go ahead and let it go. Ninetales did its job. Bringing in Quillfish here. And gonna go ahead and no shield the Dark Pulse. Out comes Mandibuzz. Gonna throw the AquaTail and chip down and bring in Mawile here. And this is a pretty good matchup for the Mawile. Everything that the Mandibuzz throws at the Mawile is resisted. Gonna go ahead and go straight Power Up Punch. And continue to Fire Fang down. Gonna go ahead and no shield here again. Going straight to the Power Punch when it gets to it, just to continue to put that pressure on it. Out comes the Muck. But really not much that this Mandibuzz can do at this point. Just gonna go ahead and shield this foul play. And Winston gets us 3 points, making the score 13-2. In Great League, Ben, his A9 running Powder Snow into Shadow Nidoqueen. The Shadow Nidoqueen was going to be a big problem, as it could pretty much play all shield scenarios against his entire team of 6. So it was going to be a group effort here to try and take down the Nidoqueen. Gets to the second Weather Ball here. And gets the last shield. And gonna go ahead and be okay with that, playing the shield advantage here. Gonna go ahead and bring in the Venusaur to soak one Poison Fang. And gonna shield the second one. Gonna try to commit to the Farm Down. And out comes the G-Fist. Gonna go ahead and throw this Frenzy Plant. And bring in the Surfetched to try and close this game out. Gets to the Leaf Blade. Looks like they caught the move on the Vigoroth. And gonna go ahead and throw right away to not let the Body Slam through. And gonna try to... They're gonna have to throw this Earthquake here. And the Venusaur has some residual energy and able to get to a Frenzy Plant before they get to that Rock Slide. And that is a GG, able to get a point there, making the score 14-4. And last but not least, Kano. Azumarill into Shadow Beedrill. Gonna go ahead and save swap the Golbat. Out comes Umbreon. Gonna go straight Poison Fang here. Now, as long as the Umbreon is not running Psychic, the Golbat is going to be able to do quite a bit of work here, especially as the Poison Fangs start to add up. Coming with another Foul Play, going to go ahead and let this one go. And continues to throw these Poison Fangs. And going to go ahead and shield this one to win back Switch. Out comes the Beedrill. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Poison Fang and get 2 wing attacks off on it, chipping it down, bringing in the Dragalge, and going to go ahead and shield a potential Drill Run here. Good shield. Out comes Mawile. Going to go ahead and throw the AquaTail here to get a shield, bring in the Azumarill. Going to go ahead and throw the Iron Head at the Azumarill, building up some energy here. Throws the Play Rough. Doesn't want to leave the Azumarill to get Poison Jab down or anything like that, but to prevent the Beedrill from getting too much energy, but able to Dragon Tail down the rest of it and get us 3 points and make it a final score of 17-4. GG's to AquaTail, HungerForce. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Here comes Wing